Riddle Me This by James Webster, from the collection Heroine Chic. The Emperor General's crusade had just reached its 4th year, and so far it had been a stirring success. Almost all the monsters had been rooted out from under beds, jinn were ejected from their lamps, and the fairies who fed on teeth had been lured out with choice molars and captured for training. Now the crusade had moved on from dealing with domestic threats, and begun to turn its attention outwards to the lawless fairy tale wastelands, a perilous place, where passing traders were terrorized by big bad wolves, and where every old woman was, not so secretly, a wicked witch. "It's not a question of us versus them," the Emperor General told his detractors, for he encouraged and prized rational debate. "It's not about mortal versus fable, fact versus fiction. It's a simple question of modernization. The supernatural must adapt to the times or be left behind." By now, having already burnt a path through the deep, dark forest to make way for new roads, the advancing troops had begun to sweep through various towns and villages. The inhabiting fairies, nymphs, and genus loci fled before them. The ranking officer, one Major Hansel, had chased a particularly troublesome bunch of spirits back to a local school. Loath as they were to disrupt a place of learning, he and his men all agreed that they could not allow the spirits to lurk around such impressionable young minds. That is when they encountered the Sphinx. She stood at the school's entrance, her body formed of bright red brick, her beak of sharp blackboard slate, and her feathers were hardback books that stretched out with the wingspan of a library. "So," her voice reminded the soldiers of every teacher they'd ever disappointed, "it is you who dares to bring war into a place of learning." "We come in the name of the Emperor." "I know who sent you. I know him for what he is, a little boy who still fears the bogeyman lurking behind his door." The Major was incensed. "How dare you? He is a man of reason." Gingerbread houses burned in his eyes. "Surrender yourself, and the creatures you harbour, and the school shall be left alone." The Sphinx smiled, and her teeth were razor-sharp red pens. "I will surrender if you answer my riddle," she said. "What has 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening?" "Oh, that's an easy one." His smugness was palpable. "It's man." "A partial answer receives only half points, I am afraid." "What? That's the answer?" "While technically correct, the answer to my riddle is, in fact, a very specific man, that man being you. For, you see, when you wake tomorrow morning, you will find that in the night you have grown a number of extra limbs. As the day goes on and your code continues to rewrite itself, you will find yourself with 2 limbs in the afternoon, though probably not the ones you started with, and then 3 in the evening, with untold and agonizing variations in the meantime." The Major took a step back in fear. "And, my good man, this state of flux will never end. For as long as you live, you will be a creature of change and growth. Your form defined by whatever small alterations happen to occur in your environment. This is the true meaning of my riddle. This is what it means to be human." The Major had by now gone very white. "Who knows, good sir? You may even come to appreciate the gift of my riddle. It will certainly be of use to you when your comrades in arms begin hunting you down as a monster." The soldiers began to back away. "Remember this. You humans are things of change. But we creatures of story, we are shaped out of truth." She flexed her wings, and the air shook with the weight of knowledge. The end.